Hello, my name is Jeffrey Emmers, and I'm nobody. Technically, I suppose I have a name, an identity, a social security number, I pay taxes and all of that crap. But as far as actual existence goes, I might as well not exist at all. Currently, my means of supporting myself is artwork. I'm an artist, you see, and the little bit of money that I do make, I make drawing pictures for other people, illustrating comic books, and doing one-off artwork pieces, based on people's requests. It's not a very frugal living. I don't exactly have a lot of money to spare, but for the moment at least, it's paying my bills, or at least as much as I can afford. I usually have to do a lot of work balancing the budget, so to speak. I mean, I thought that once all of this superhero stuff got started, that my work would pick up in popularity. Maybe I might get some more solid work, but nothing seems to have changed. Despite the latest outbreak of superhero madness, it seems like they're popping up all over the place. One superpowered individual after another showing up in rapid succession. And between the guy that everybody's calling the Steel Rider, the Heavy Metal Knight down in New Star, a superstar flitting about the globe, bringing entire wars to an end, and a million other incidences of superpowered individuals, you'd think that somebody would want to hear or see my work. Maybe things would pick up, but no. I end up doing pity any work as always. My life is just so nothing. I don't really have any friends to speak of. Definitely no girlfriend. And outside of drawing, not much of a life. I mostly balance my time between doing these pity-any jobs for pocket change, working on my own private designs, and watching TV. What I really want is for my work to actually gain popularity, to be well known as an artist. I've even sort of created my own fictional world called the Kingdom of Maria. A whole list of fictional characters that I find interesting. They're well designed, they have interesting abilities, all set in sort of a 16th century sort of vibe. It's good stuff, really it is. High fantasy, which is my personal preference. But as of yet, none of my work has taken off. I'm still trying to save up money for my first printing of my comic book, but with the bills, it's all slow going. So, right now, I'm spending yet another day just sketching away. Currently, I'm about 3/4 of the way through the series of comics that I'm creating, at least the first run of them. Right now, I'm sketching my favorite character in the series, who is, of course, the main character. Her name is Ophelia, the champion knight of the kingdom. She worked hard to get where she is, and man is she a badass. I should know, I made her one. Honestly, I wish I was anywhere near that awesome. But all I can do is draw. It's my only real talent. I suppose you could give me some points for creativity, but it's not exactly a fortune maker. When you don't have any money to spend on it, and finding investors is, well, difficult at best. Especially with the uprising of all these superheroes. Now, instead of fictional superheroes, everybody's starting to demand work on actual superheroes. You wouldn't believe how many requests I've gotten to do artistry of the Heavy Metal Knight and all of these other superheroes that are popping up all over the place. But not a single person seems interested in my fictional superheroes, adventures, or tales. It's kind of a rip, but I have to deal with it nonetheless. Currently, I'm sitting in my room. The entire room covered, of course, in my illustrations. Every wall, with countless pictures pinned to it of all of the different characters that inhabit my world, the ones that I'm most proud of, hoping for something to change, anything to change, that there's some spark that brings some life to this hopeless dream. And as I sit there, sketching the final touches to Ophelia, I suddenly feel somewhat of a draft in my room, like a breeze that really shouldn't be there. I look back over my shoulder, checking the window to see that it's still closed. So where in the world is the breeze coming from? I thought, as it began starting to lift the page, making it difficult to make the finishing touches. As I stared about, the door to my room was closed, but maybe it's coming from underneath. Did I crank the air conditioner up too high? I thought to myself, as I began getting up from my chair. And as I did, the wind picked up even more. Suddenly, my room was filled with a torrent, like a tornado in the middle of my room, ripping pictures off the walls as what looked like a swirl of gray seemed to just emerge out of nowhere. Streaks of what looked like lightning flying out and hitting my walls, bursting them into flames, sparking off of metal pieces, and completely frying the television in my room. As I cowered into a corner, with the only thoughts going through my mind being, whatever this is, please don't kill me, as I closed my eyes and prayed for the best. And finally, it felt like the wind began to die down, fade away, as I heard the sound of rustling papers falling to the ground, and then a strange clinking sound, like metal on metal. As I opened my eyes, I really can't believe what I'm looking at. Right there, standing in the center of my room, on a patch of completely scorched carpet, in full armor plating, glistening, with long flowing blue hair, is none other than my character, Ophelia, just standing there, looking around the room. What is this place? This isn't where I was supposed to go. Creator? Is this some sort of test? A trick, perhaps? Perhaps this is some sort of treachery. You will not fool me, Ophelia shouted into the room very aggressively as she drew the long silvery blade from her side, grasping it firmly, whipping it out to her side. If you call yourself an enemy, come forth and be slain. Do not cower and hide, she said as her eyes darted about my room, finally falling on me. You. Who are you? What is this place? What dastardly trick have you for me? Is this your plan? Do not interfere with my task. I will find the creator. The creator? I said, feeling like I was going to have somewhat of a panic attack. This is not happening. There's no possible way this is happening. It's not real. It's just some sort of dream, right? Any moment now, I'm gonna wake up and be comfy in my bed with a bunch of Cheetos on my shirt that I have to brush off. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. Certainly, I said, simply staring at her wide-eyed. This is just a dream. This is just a dream, I kept repeating, as Ophelia turned in my direction, stepping over to me, grasping me by my shirt, and hoisting me off of my feet, holding me several inches above the ground as I dangled there in her grasp. Speak now. How have you hidden the creator from me? Where is he? Look, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just an artist, okay? I'm not important. I'm not a bad guy. I'm not trying to trick you, I swear. Ugh, why would there be a painter here? She said as she continued to hold me aloft, staring around the room. And as she did, her eyes finally began to take in the remainder of the pictures on the walls, starting to drift down to the ones now scattered across the floor. Pictures of her friends, the countless people within the kingdom, the entire fictional world that I had created. What is this? Do you know me? She said, turning back to me angrily. Yes, you're Ophelia. Ophelia Silverbound. I know who you are. How? How is it that you know who I am, stranger? What is this place? This is my room. I know who you are because, well, if I say it, are you gonna hurt me? What are you talking about? She said, whipping me against the wall. Speak now, while you can. Okay. I know you because I, well, kind of created you. What? Ophelia replied, cocking an eyebrow and looking upset as she pressed me against the wall even harder. You mean to say that you created me? Look, I said don't hurt me, okay? I am not a fighter. I'm just an artist. I create things. Fictional things. I mean, I thought they were fictional. Oh my god. What's going on? How are you not fictional? And in the moment, Ophelia got a curious expression on her face. Oh dear. I'm sorry, Great One, she said, releasing me from her grasp, backing away and taking a knee. I, Ophelia, have come to request your aid, Great One. Forgive my ignorance, but I did not know that it was you, Creator. Creator? Yes. You say that you are the one who created me, no? Well, yes. In a somewhat weird sort of way. But I'm not sure if it works the way you're thinking it works. This is your room. It is from here that you create all things within my world, correct? Well, yes. Good, Ophelia replied. Then it is of most urgent import that you come with me. Come with you? Yes, the kingdom is in dire straits. Danger has arisen, and so I have been sent beyond the great gate in search of the most powerful being that our universe possesses, the creator of all things, the almighty creator, one who brings life to our world. And I have found him. So I beseech you, Creator, please come with me, or the entire kingdom will fall into shadow and destruction, Ophelia said as she stared at me in my room, beginning to extend her hand out in my direction. Will you give us your aid? She said, giving me that serious expression that I had drawn oh so many times. And in the moment, the only thing I could think of to say was, Are you kidding me? No way, no way, no way.